So today we have two of my favorite TV show characters going head to head. Deucalion from Teen Wolf versus Klaus Mikaelson from the Vampire Diaries. Who wins? Let's find out. So, Deucalion. After losing one of his betas to the Argent hunting family, Deucalion, being the alpha, scheduled a meeting with them in hopes of finding peace. But all he did was walk into a trap as they ambushed him, killing a lot of his pack. Gerard, the leader of the hunters, stabbed Deucalion's eyes out, permanently blinding him, but let him live so he would suffer. Later that night, one of his betas didn't see him fit to lead anymore and tried to kill him. Well, it backfired as he brutally killed his beta, gaining his beta's strength and speed. Realizing this would happen every time he killed one of his betas, he slaughtered the rest of his pack, getting stronger and stronger after each kill. As you can tell, his physicality, senses, and accelerated heating are superior to every other werewolf, with the beast being the only exception. His werewolf form is much more primal and monstrous looking than most other werewolves. And also in this form, he gains his eyesight back, and he's very aggressive and brutal while in combat. But even in his human form, despite being blind, he's an expert combatant, especially with his cane. This has a removable cap on the end that conceals a razor-sharp blade inside as well. And in the other corner, we have Klaus Mikaelson. He is the son of a witch and a werewolf, which would mean he would become a werewolf after he made his first kill. But his stepdad sought to kill off all the other werewolves, so he had his wife, the witch, magically turn him, Klaus, and the rest of his siblings into vampires, the first of their kind. This means after his first kill, he would become the first ever hybrid. Due to his physiology and being 1,000 years old, he has immense strength, speed, durability, and an amazing healer factor, far superior to any other vampire or werewolf. And it's only rivaled by his siblings. The only one who can overpower him is his stepdad, Michael. And even then, it's close. He was physically superior to one of the 5 hunters who were magically stronger and faster than normal vampires. Just like his siblings, he can compel any human or vampire except for his siblings, as long as they're not on vervain. Also, he isn't harmed by sunlight or by toxins in a werewolf bite. Actually, his blood is the only cure for a werewolf bite. He's an excellent swordsman and hand-to-hand combatant, and he's a very ruthless and savage fighter as well. The only weapon that can kill him is the white oak stake, and it's been destroyed. So, these two are great villains, later turned anti-heroes from their respective TV shows. The original hybrid versus the demon wolf. These two are both physically more powerful than most of the other supernatural beings from their shows. But I'd say Klaus is physically superior just because of his hybrid physiology and being 1,000 years old. But Deucalion is physically good enough to hang with them. Now, they're both skilled and savage fighters, but I'd have to say Deucalion is the better fighter. But now, just imagine them talking before they started fighting. Now, imagine about halfway through the fight, Deucalion turns to his werewolf form right when Klaus looks at him with his goldish yellow and bloodshot eyes while growling. I'd love to see it. But at the end of the day, I'd have to Klaus would win because he's more or less immortal. The only two ways Deucalion could win is if he had the white oak stake, which he can't because it's been destroyed, or if he had a few powerful witches doing some powerful magic voodoo stuff. And he has neither of these. Neither. There's no witches in Teen Wolf. So, and he wouldn't know to have one against Klaus. So, it would be an amazing fight that would send chills up and down my spine that I'd love to see. Villain versus villain, it'd be amazing. But at the end of the day, Klaus Mikaelson is winning because he's immortal, more or less. Like and subscribe, all that great stuff. See you on the next one. Peace.